What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. We are back at it today with my 1999 Saab 9.3 Viggen. I have officially rebuilt this axle. We have a new, whatever that thing's called, and new clamps for the boots. So we're gonna reclamp that in. I'm gonna reinstall it. I'll probably do it off camera because it's a pain in the butt and nothing really to see. I'm just gonna put it in, clamp it down, put this all back together, and it's all done. Next thing we're gonna do is the exhaust system. We have a brand new exhaust system, and the clamps just came in the mail today, so we're gonna get to that as well in this video. So stay tuned. Let's hop into this. Alright guys, just for the records, for the video, we have the axle fully installed, fresh clamps on the boots, suspension redone with a fresh sway bar link on the lower control arm, and a new control arm. So this side is pretty freshened up and ready to go. So I'm going to get into the taking off the old exhaust here. I'm going to start in the front. Right here, there's a clamp, and then we'll go from there. Guys, we got the exhaust system on. I haven't turned this car on in a few weeks, so but there is the brand new Viggen exhaust. Somewhat center. I gotta center that more. But, turn the car on, see if there's any leaks. A little bit of a leak, and it's coming from over there, so we'll have to fix that. But the rest of it looks good. We'll turn it off and adjust that and go from there. Yeah. Alright guys, so obviously this thing sounds much better than what it did when there was no exhaust left on the car. But that little exhaust leak we got there, I'll get addressed at the shop. But late night here, but there's the new muffler. This thing sounds great. And I'm just going to Alright guys, I'm trying to put a nice video together. I've been doing some work off camera just because I have so much limited time that I'm just trying to get it done when I have a moment. But anyways, I did some work today on the Saab to get this thing finalized and ready for paint. So this video is going to be the last video of the Saab until it's back from the paint shop. However, here it is. we got this thing registered today and insured. I test drove it around the block, but we wet sanded down and primered some parts of the roof. There was that burn spot here, so I sanded that down smooth so there's no imperfections in the paint. Put some primer down. We'll wet sand that. Got that all primed up or sanded down. Front bumper here is sanded down, and the bottom part here is primered and ready for paint as well. Nice and smooth. So they're gonna paint that, repaint all that on the bottom. So that's good. So roof is good. Rear bumper is good. Spoiler is pretty much good. And the rear bumper here is sanded as well, but there were some imperfections, like a groove there, so we put some body filler in there. So right now I'm going to sand that down, primer it, and it should be done, meaning the bumper. And so this thing will be ready for paint. I'm excited. So what else? What else? I think that's pretty much it. So we got the front bumper, the roof. Oh, the trunk lid. The trunk lid. The hatchback. We're painting the hatchback, just this top part. We're going to leave the rest of it. So I removed the emblems, wet sanded everything here. This here is all primered in and also ready to go. Put a little body filler here, or a little like putty, just to smooth it over where there were some imperfections there. So the rest of this is good. The other thing that just reminded me is the spoiler. These little bolts that help screw this thing down. I put some paint, glued them back in, put them back together. So when I go to reinstall this, I'll make sure that we're gentle with everything and have that thing properly secured, so it doesn't come apart. So this thing's coming together nicely. Mechanically, it's just about ready to go. We got the muffler on there. As you guys saw, there's a little bit of an exhaust leak there, which we'll have my shop fix. And then that's pretty much it. This thing runs good. Front suspension's nice and quiet. The car runs really well. So we'll keep you guys posted. All right, guys. First time really driving this thing on the road since we have it registered, and we are driving it to the shop. You guys saw that we got it ready to go. So we're gonna get the paint work done, and then when it's done with the paint, we're gonna finalize a couple little maintenance things here and there on the car, mechanical stuff. There's still a little bit of an exhaust leak that we're gonna address, and then yeah, it should be pretty solid. This thing's running pretty nice. AC blows cold, heat works, heated seats work. So yeah, we're feeling pretty good here on this thing. So I'll keep you guys posted here as we go. All right, we are cruising. Couple little vibrating noises here and there. I have to get it all checked out. Okay, I'm driving the 99 Viggen. I'm in neutral, no noises, but when I go into third gear here, for instance, as soon as I put it in gear, you hear that little grinding noise. When I'm accelerating, it's fine. And then on the decel, you'll hear it again. Okay, let me go to fourth. Right there. It's like a little, it feels like something's vibrating or rubbing. You hear it? It changes to the tune of, is it an axle? Is it a, you can hear it knocking there. Is it an axle? Is it a wheel bearing? No, if it was a wheel bearing, you'd be hearing it all the time, which you're not hearing all the time. It's gotta be an axle. Alright guys, so late night here, just reviewing this footage. It's been 2 weeks since we posted a video on this car, and we've been getting some work done, as you guys can see. Not everything's 100%. So the exhaust isn't 100%. The axle, as you just saw in this last clip, is the axles, plural. I don't know. They seem to be not working properly. There's some grinding noises, and then there's some thumping noises, depending on how you turn the wheel in gear. If you're out of gear, there isn't any noise. something seems weird there. So let me know what you guys think on that. I am certainly blowing a budget on this project rebuild. It's definitely not going as smoothly as I was hoping it would. So any thoughts down in the description below. I think once we get this car back from the paint shop, the only thing that's really a concern to me right now is this axle noise. The exhaust is easy, and everything else is working perfectly on the car. So there's nothing really from here to be concerned about. The axle noise, the thumping, I don't know. I think it's axles. I think maybe the CV axles, the CV joints are bad, and when there's load, since they're bad, they're just kind of flopping around. That's the only thing that I can think of just off the top of my head. The transmission actually is smooth. So like when the RPMs are high, so this goes back to this conversation of the CV joints. When the RPMs are high, like 25, 3000 RPM and higher, there is no noise, no grinding noise. And the engine and trans is completely smooth. It shifts smooth like butter. So I don't think for sure it's a transmission issue or anything of that nature. I think it's certainly probably the CV joints. 127,000 miles on these Saabs, especially the Viggen 9.3 platform. If you have a bad CV joint, that could be doing that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching this video and this update. This thing is going to be really nice. In the video here, you guys got to see underneath the car a lot. As you can see, most of the undercarriage is in really good shape. The rear axle has some surface rust. Nothing to be concerned of. I think if I can find some time, maybe I'll just get in there and wire brush it down and treat the metal with some POR 15 and just turn that thing black again. Because like I said, everything, as you guys can see on the axle specifically, everything is surface rust. So it just needs some love. But the rest of the car underneath there looked pretty healthy to me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. This is a 25-year-old car. So pretty awesome. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.